Dun, 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 dun. 1087, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What is up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Word on the Street podcast. I think this is episode 72 now.
77?
No, I think it's 72. 70 motherfucking 2.
Holy shit.
I don't
If
know.
you were like to look back, like would your 18-year-old self think you'd be where you're at now?
No.
No. What did you like? What were your goals like when you were 18? Where did you think you
I
were
don't have
gonna
any
be?
fucking goals, bro.
Nice.
I didn't do shit.
Sick.
I literally graduated from high school and I didn't do shit with my life, bro.
That's sick.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I mean, there's not really, I guess, a rush for those kids graduating high school, you know?
Yeah.
Figure that shit out.
Is there anything you'd do different?
Yeah, stop hanging out with the stupid ass friends I would hang out with.
Sick.
Like, they just do dumbass shit and they wouldn't even like till this day they're doing the same shit they've been doing since high school, bro.
Yeah.
Till this day.
What
I
is it?
promise you.
What's some things like dumb people do?
I don't gotta explain it.
Oh,
Just
okay. Stay away from dumb people.
yeah, it's just the people you're around is who you're gonna become,
Yeah.
realistically. So like I didn't really realize that until like I said, till this day, bro, they're doing the same shit.
Yeah.
Like hanging out with the same people, doing the same shit, going to the same places. Like, bro, that shit, like, I don't know about you, but that shit's not cool to me, bro. Like, it's been fucking 10 years almost, bro, and you haven't changed, not one bit.
Yeah.
You're still the same person. Like, if I fucking am the same person from 10 years ago, bro, that means I wasted the last 10 years of my life.
Yeah.
That's some shit I just heard Triple H say on the podcast, bro. And
Would you put
that shit
Triple H
really,
on your pedestal?
that shit really hell. No, but I mean,
Uh,
I just feel like that was some real shit right
that was a
there.
bar. Sick. Who are some of your icons till this day that you've looked up to since you were younger?
Not really anybody.
You don't have any icons. Just raw, legit.
I don't know. There's not really people doing shit out here like that. Like who are you gonna say? Like Travis Scott?
No, I
Like
don't know.
you know, like what is the
I don't know.
like? Yeah, he's cool, but what is he's really? Would you really say he's iconic?
Oh, I don't
Would
know.
you
I
really
don't
say
think I don't look at Travis Scott like that.
so? What do you mean by icon? Define icon.
Anyone you look up to, I don't know.
Well, who are your icons?
I don't know.
Isn't it weird to say this guy's an icon in
Yeah,
my life?
definitely. Sorry, but I'm just throwing conversations out there, man.
It's weird to be like this
But
guy.
speaking of Travis Scott, you know, Travis Scott is currently in the news. Not really, but he just had a collaboration with Barcelona. That's pretty sick. And then, kind of even just to tie it in with that,
He
Born
just
and
dropped that
Raised.
WWE merch too.
Oh yeah, that merch
That
is
shit's
pretty
pretty
hard.
fire.
Yeah, and then Born and Raised also did a collab with Real Madrid. What do you think, like the crossover here is with like soccer and like the clothing now? Just
I don't know at
fucking,
all, bro. That shit to me is
just
weird.
everyone dresses fancy
I feel
now.
like people just like the collab culture nowadays is like I was talking about it with the homie, like people just collab just to collab nowadays. They
Yeah,
don't even like really care about the product they're making and they just want to have like a shirt that has both their names on it.
yeah.
Like, oh look, we collabed, you know? Like
I also think
what the fuck
like
does Travis Scott have to do with soccer?
I think just fashion though in general, or like the hip hop culture,
But that's so
kind
niche.
of is like popular now.
Out of
Though
like
it's so
the
mainstream.
100% of the soccer fans, probably only like 20% of them know about who Travis Scott is.
Yeah, but it's like you gotta think it's the people who's running it. Like that's why they're thinking those are the like I don't know if you saw the commercial of the or like yeah, you probably did. It was a clip that I think Superlight posted. But the president of FIFA, the owner of FIFA was like, "Oh yeah, the Super Bowl had Kendrick Lamar on and like he's beefing with Drake. He's like, I have Drake's number, like we could have him on like do a halftime show for us type thing." And like what was it? We get way more views than football does. But it's also like what is Drake has no correlation to do with soccer as well. Or like and they
Kendrick
don't even
Lamar
have a
doesn't have any
halftime show.
correlation with football.
They don't even have a halftime show. Like
I mean, this is something
soccer.
that we've been talking about in work too, though.
Yeah.
Just because you've been doing something wrong this whole time, does that mean that it's gonna stop you from doing it right? So yeah, they don't have a halftime show, but just because they've never had one before, does that mean they can't
Well,
ever?
I guess they did have not have, but like at the beginning they would have the show because that's when like Shakira did that one song, the
Mm.
Samina Mina. Eh eh.
Waka
Um,
waka hey.
I'm surprised you know it.
Yeah.
See.
That song had the whole world in the chokehold,
Yeah,
bro.
did
That
it
shit
have
was
you in a
like,
chokehold? Did it have you doing the little dance move?
not that I can recall.
No, you don't remember doing the little dance
I was like,
move.
what dance move is it?
Oh, I don't know. It's just like,
Oh, I remember now.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I remember. They're
because
like
this
shaking
is
their hips and
Africa.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to Africa, Samina Mina. Yeah, that shit was that had the whole world in a chokehold, bro. I was in California around that time. My brother was getting his kidney transplant,
Damn.
and
Damn, your whole like family's like medical background is
yeah,
just like
we're
fucked.
all fucked, bro.
You had like stomach issues. Your brother got a fucking
Uh-huh.
kidney transplant.
Yeah, say it. I know you want to say it. Go
No.
ahead. Go ahead. I
Say
know you want to say
what?
it.
Say what?
I know what you were
What do
gonna
you want
say.
me to
It's on the
say?
tip of your dick.
What do you want me to say? You can
Yeah,
get it
bro.
off. You can bite it off.
What, the tip of your dick? Damn, that's
Whoa,
crazy.
that's wild. But I don't know. I think like just fashion has been kind of a trend as of lately, or like just streetwear or any kind of. I guess it's kind of weird to call it fashion or even be like just the hip hop culture or something. But like that kind of box, all that stuff in a box. Like even with like soccer, football, or basketball, like all the sports, like everyone's doing these fancy dress ups now. Like everyone has to dress up crazy, and I think it's like it's weird because now everybody cares about what they look like.
It kind of just feels like a money grab to me.
Yeah, well, it's because you got to realize like a lot of these people are just getting have stylists or they're getting sponsors, and so
It
they're
kind of
just
just
getting a
feels like,
bunch of
oh, Travis Scott,
outfits.
okay, make our jerseys. He didn't even make the jersey. All he did was add a logo,
They just sent them. He probably sent them the
and they
logo.
added it themselves.
Yeah, I think it's yeah, like it's a
I feel
money
like if Virgil
thing.
was the person to make that, it would be like actually design
Crazy,
the
like a
jersey.
off white
But
crazy.
like motherfuckers think designing is just putting your logo on something
Yeah, and calling it a day.
and I designed.
Well, it's almost
It's so
like
corny.
the Cortez jersey. Like it's literally just the Brazil jersey, but
But he designed it too.
Cortez, you know.
He created those
And
jerseys.
that's even crazier. Like that's such a crazy claim. Like to be like get mad because somebody else used it, and then be like, I used it. I made that.
Speaking of Clint 419,
Yeah.
he just did the Cortez lottery, which is like basically you buy something on the website and then they they will ship you like your order and they'll ship you a lottery ticket in there and then you could win, I don't know, free T-shirt or like free product or get some money or whatever. One of the rewards was 14 bands, mate. 14 bands. 14 bands.
Uh huh.
In the UK. So I don't know how much that correlates to the US. Probably like
I
10
think
bands or
it's
something.
no, it's double.
Really?
The
There's
pound,
there's no
yeah,
way the US dollar is worth that much.
it's worth less than the pound,
It's double.
so it would double. Yeah, check search up what the pound
Wouldn't
is
that
worth.
mean that it would, instead of 14 bands it'd be 10?
No, because if it's two, if say that $2 here is $5 there, you feel me?
Sure,
Oh
sure.
wait, no, I'm saying it backwards. It would be the other way. So there, $2 there would be $5 here because over there, theirs is worth more than ours. So ours would be higher. So if you come with $2 from there here, we would give them back $5 because their $2 is worth $5 here. So the the 14 bands wouldn't be 10 bands. It'd be probably like a little more. I don't know. Search up what the
I
U.S.
don't really don't care that much.
Oh
But he gave
man,
away 14,000 pounds to some dude that bought something. He said, I guess he got like a beanie or
sick.
a tracksuit or some shit off his website.
Yeah.
And then he calls him and he's like, hey, bruv, are you home? I would like to drop off these shoes. And he told him that he won a pair of I think he called them like I don't even know what he was calling them. They were like the black and honey or something like that. They're like black and yellow shoes.
Or is that what they're called?
I think so. And then he went to go drop them off. Um, and the kid was like, "Oh, thank you, mate." He just gave him the box. He wasn't even gonna open the box. He's like, "No, open the box, bro. Like, open it." Opens a box and it's the 14,000. The kid's like, "What the fuck?"
Did he
He's like,
cry?
"You won the money." No, he was like, "I'm gonna buy a car with this."
Damn.
And then Clint goes on a video and then he's like, "Imagine like I was like 21 years old and some guy just came and gave me 14 bands. Like I wish some guy like would have gave me 14 bands, you know?"
Why would you say that? Like you're in that position now. Like,
I think he's just looking back and being
but
like,
don't we all just wish, like,
"Yeah, but
like
what's wrong with saying that? What's wrong with him wishing?"
it's just like his would be like, I can't believe. I guess no, it's good. I'm trying to be like, oh, he could be like, I accomplished this when I wished, but it's still the
That's
same
what he's
thing.
saying.
Yeah, no, it's the
He's
same
saying,
thing.
"I wish someone did that for me, but
Yeah,
now I'm
no,
doing it
yeah.
for
Now
people.
I'm doing it. Yeah, no,
Now
it's
I'm
the
the
same.
one giving 14 bands to these people."
That's cool though. I mean, that's sick to give back to your community. Little 14 bands. That's not bad.
Chasing a little 14 bands.
Chasing little 14
I mean, you
bands.
spend money and you make, when they say you got to spend some money to make some money type shit?
Yeah, and like you can't just be greedy with all your money anyways either. There's no fun in that. You gotta give it back.
I also saw him come out and say that he's not buying no diamonds for his jewelry. He says diamonds are worthless. He says that the only jewelry he's wearing was like, I think it was either 14 or 18 karat gold only.
Well, gold is gold. The
Yeah.
price of gold goes up and down a lot.
And then you can always just remelt your gold. And if there's no diamonds in it, then that means that it's all gold. There's no space for not gold, you know?
Yeah, we've talked about this before, but you're not like a jewelry kind of guy, are you?
No,
You wouldn't get any jewelry ever.
not really.
Nothing fancies you. No, just your chain, and you haven't even worn that in a while. Huh? Like your chain.
It's been too long.
Yeah,
I need to clean it.
nice. Just boil it up,
No,
microwave it,
don't do that.
microwave it.
Can't put metal in the microwave, kid.
Fill it up in a cup of water. Put it in a minute and 30
Did
seconds.
you see Black Boy Max also
Boom.
was at Cool Kicks, and instead of like buying all these shoes for himself, he
Oh,
let some little kid like pick up all the shoes from the wall.
yeah, that's fire.
That little kid was going crazy.
I mean, that's sick of like Black Boy Max to do because he's only 21. So I mean, at
When
that
we first
age,
talked about him, you were calling him Playboy Max, and
yeah, Playboy Max. I still think it's Playboy Max. When I first see it pop up, I'm like Playboy Max, sick.
I don't
But
know. Like a lot of people are saying that he's an industry plant. A lot of people are saying that he's like,
yeah, I get it.
but
But then
how
again,
come
like
like what like you just blow up nowadays and that's the first reply? It's like the hater ass energy of like, oh, industry plant.
no, but I don't think they say that like with
Everybody,
everybody.
bro.
No,
Literally
I don't.
everybody.
I don't think with
Ice Spice came
everybody.
out, industry plant. Dochi comes out, industry plant. Playboy Max comes out, industry plant. And Jack Harlow, industry plant. That's like the first
Not
response to
really.
like anybody gets famous nowadays,
I
bro,
feel
and
like
it's
yeah,
immediately industry
I
plant.
guess yeah, that's an argument for everybody, but like the ones that actually stick, like for certain people, kind of make sense. But like not everybody. Like
Literally, Ken Carson, everybody that comes out nowadays.
yeah, I guess that's true. They do
Everybody,
call
bro. The
everyone,
only
but
person I didn't hear them call an industry plant was that Mexican OT, which is
you're
weird.
giving him way too much credit.
No, I'm being. When did you ever hear someone
But he's
say
not that
Mexican
big
OT?
though.
But he's pretty big.
But not that big. But like I guess like you're saying, even though like with Ken Carson though, he's not that big either for him to be considered like an industry player.
Neither is Dochi, but
No,
everybody
yeah.
still calls her an industry
I mean,
plant.
she's pretty big, but I think nowadays, yeah, like you just have one good trending thing and it like blows you up. Because all she has is that one song, the anxiety song, and
Not really. She won a whole
oh yeah,
Grammy
well
for
she
an
has
album,
that.
gang.
Yeah, but I don't know anything. Like I don't listen to any of that.
Neither do I,
No, but
but
that's what I'm saying. Like the only song that I know that blew her up was the anxiety song. So, and that's the one. What song is? Oh, she remixed the
she don't even have
somebody
an
that I
album
used to
yet, and she
know.
won a Grammy, bro.
Industry
She won a
plant.
Grammy for a mixtape.
Industry plant.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
Yeah,
But I don't
but
know. That's what it feels like. It's just a hating ass.
no,
Anybody
I
does
mean,
something and they're just
I
like,
guess like
oh, industry plant.
I guess it would make sense for Blackboy, but like, there's not really an industry in streaming. I mean, that I can think of. Like, maybe there is, but
But the
it's like
industry isn't streaming. The industry is music.
that's what I'm saying. But Blackboy Max is a streamer, so there's like,
Yeah, but wouldn't you think that the music would want to take any genre, whether it be streaming or whether it be
yeah, but
whatever?
any big company does, like I think they would have already done it in their own streaming platform. Like, who's to say they don't already own just the streaming platform in general?
You're the one saying that.
No, I'm just saying like
You're the one saying that he's not an industry plant because he streams, and now he's saying who's to say these
yeah,
labels don't own the streaming services?
yeah, but I just don't think so. Like I don't know, it's kind of suspect. Like I guess it makes sense to say he's an industry plant, but it's like all those kids could be industry plants that hang out with him. I mean, they all blew up out of nowhere, got put into phase.
Like Kai said, that could be an industry plant, but not
Yeah,
one person says that. Why? Because he doesn't make music. Never have I ever heard. Oh, Kai said that's an industry plant.
yeah,
Who says that the industry has to only be music?
yeah. No, I don't know, but I mean,
But I
maybe.
think you're right about like who like that's what I'm saying. All of these people like come out and it's like, oh, if you make music in 2025, you're an industry plant.
And also, like at this point, like I don't think there's any reason to have any more industry plans. They have everybody by a fucking chokehold, like
Yeah, there's no need for an industry plant anymore.
anymore. Yeah, nobody's aware enough to be like, oh, I'm gonna listen to my own thing because like. Plus, like every music, every like type of genre of music has a message behind it anyway. So it's like at the end of the day, everyone's following a specific message. But it's weird to yeah, just say someone's an industry plant. It definitely is like an envy kind of thing, but I don't know, bro. Like it's hard to blow up. I think to people, when you're not watching streamers or streams and shit like that, and then out of nowhere you start hearing about somebody. Yeah, obviously you're like, oh, this guy blew up. I don't know, but you don't really see the amount of hours he put in before that. So yeah, like you said, it's just usually envious people that are just fucking hating.
Yeah, just I'm telling you, it's just like in like a hating ass response
Yeah,
to
because
shit.
like
Like
even like they didn't say that for Mr. Beast or Speed or
that's what I'm
anybody
saying.
like that.
Like someone tries to come out and make music, and all of a sudden, like you know what I mean? Like it's like, and like I said, who's to say that the industry is only in music?
Yeah.
Like definitely,
Well, I mean, it's definitely like
there's got to be industry streamers that's
there's
gonna
an
do it.
industry
Like
for
look at
like
the hot, look at the
actors and
hot tool
stuff.
girl.
Well, they said she was like an industry plant, like and everything. So I mean,
They just kind of like that's weird, bro. How the fuck does like
yeah,
this girl went from one video that blew up, and then now she's fucking like rubbing shoulders with the president. Like
yeah.
how the fuck? Literally,
But
bro.
then again, it's like we live in a country where like we glorify famous people.
That's
So
why
it's
when you're telling
like,
me like who's your idol, like nobody, bro. Like why? Like my
yeah,
mom. Like why the fuck?
yeah,
Why the fuck would I be like, oh my god, this person's an idol? Like what
yeah.
the fuck did they do for me?
So that's why like the Hawk Tour girls like with the president because it's like we idolize famous people. So it's like if this famous person's with the president, they're gonna your vote like, oh, this person likes this person. Why won't I like? I'll like this person. So it's all like
Until Little Pump was on the stage that one time.
it's all tactics and shit. Yeah. But then again, it's like those are hit and miss because then you're like, oh, I'm gonna get Little Pump because he's probably gonna steer a lot of people my way. But it's like, bro, nobody cares about Little Pump anymore. Like he's just dead.
Well, that just kind of shows you like these old people are just kind of
Well, they don't. They have no
they're just kind
touch.
of washed. They don't know like.
They just they shoot, and hit for whatever. They're lucky that like the Nelk boys are so loud about like who they support or what they go for, because it's
But
been
even then, like, are you really like? I don't wake up. I'm like, oh, Nelk likes these guys. I don't even fuck with Nelk
yeah,
like
but
that
you don't
anymore.
fuck with Nelk. But people
But
that
who does
follow,
still?
but people that follow,
Their shit has fallen off. But let's go look at their channel
go
right
look
now.
at their views. I mean, obviously it's fallen off because you don't watch them or care about what they do. But there's still people that like
When's the last time they even posted?
watch them. I don't know. I don't care for them. I don't follow them, bro. I could not tell you.
10 days ago. Yeah, it has 5.8 million views, but compared to like,
I mean, falling off 5.8 million views
bro, they
is
used to get 50 million views.
yeah, but 5.8 million views is
That's from 50. That's 10% of their views that they used to get,
yeah,
bro.
but 5 million views is still 5 million views. That's not falling off. If they were getting
They
like,
fought. They fell off from where they were.
I
That's
mean,
falling off.
yeah, but they're still getting paid from YouTube. If they were like at
They're probably not.
80,000 views, they
You think
probably
you think
are.
they're getting paid from YouTube with what they post on there?
I mean, oh yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, but they have other sources of income. But I mean, like 80 million views or
Why do you
15.
think they gotta like shill for all of these online gambling casinos, bro? Because they're not making no money off this shit.
Yeah,
That's why
yeah,
they gotta
that's
be like,
true.
oh, go gamble off fucking purebets.com. And
Yeah, I mean, yeah. At the end of the day, it's all like money, though. That's
I'm
why
expecting like a
sponsorship.
fucking a Nelk Boys Rico any like here soon. I've been expecting
No,
it for years, bro.
they don't do any like thing for Rico. They don't just hand Ricos out. And they're not even from here like that. I don't think they'll get a Rico. Or they haven't really done anything insane. The gambling stuff is like It's not them at the end of the day. They probably just know the people that are running these like
I just
gambling
feel
things.
like the people that the Nelk boys are, they just kind of like
But they're just like party. Well,
they're just
the
like
whole
fuck
like
boys.
attract. Yeah, but that's the whole attraction to them. Is like they're fuckboy college like frat kind of
That's what I'm
guys.
saying. I'm
But like
expecting.
that's the whole attraction. There's no reason to. Then you would be like, oh, all these colleges are gonna get RICO cases because they have like frats and shit.
No, it's not like that.
I mean, they're not doing anything that's like crazy or out of
That
the
you know of.
ordinary.
That
No, I mean they were pretty open about everything. They would behind a paywall put like videos of them partying, doing drugs and drinking at colleges and shit. I mean, it's just like that's just the college life. I don't think it's necessarily anything that's gonna get them recode.
I don't know. I'm definitely expecting it in the future.
All
That's
right,
all.
my
You can
guy.
have an opinion. You don't have to get all angry.
That's
It's just
from
my opinion.
lawyer hoodlum over
It's
here.
just my opinion. You don't have to get all upset.
Lawyer hoodlum's got Rico
Sorry,
against
sorry. I talked about your favorite
Nug
YouTubers
boys.
like that.
Yeah, bro, I love the Nug boys so much. Please don't ever speak about them again.
Yeah, that Travis Scott WWE merch was pretty cool. I
Yeah,
don't know how he did so many middle fingers on everything, but
I
I guess I
mean,
understand with the whole Stone Cold thing, but also like
it's like
that was
it's,
back in the fucking
but
'90s.
I think it's
So
coming back. Like that whole raw and edgy kind of era is coming back,
yeah, I think so too. But
especially because with Netflix and the freedom of it. So I think it's cool. It's
they were
good to
saying that
have.
Netflix wasn't letting them.
Oh, well then I
They
don't
came
know.
out and they're like, "Why are you guys bleeping swear words that the fans are chanting?" And they're like, "Oh, it's Netflix." But then like a couple months ago, they were being like, "Oh, Netflix is gonna let us do whatever because they
Yeah,
have like rated R movies on there, you know." So
then that's probably stuff they have to go through in their contracts and shit. But yeah, that's crazy. I mean, I think it's cool though, like the middle fingers and stuff. Like, I think everyone's too soft, so I think yeah,
like there
we
was
need
like a
shit
middle
like that.
finger, like foam finger. There was like a shirt that said like no bystanders on it, and it was like
Yeah,
this dude like flipping off like on the shirt, like flipping you off. Very
has
cool,
really
like Stone.
nothing to
I think like he
do
killed, like
with
he did way better
WWE.
merch
It's cool
than Born
merch,
and
has
Raised
nothing to
did.
do with WWE.
It does most of it.
Just like the middle
There was
finger.
CM Punk T-shirts. There was Stone Cold shirts. There
Oh,
was
just the one, I only saw the one of the guy flipping
no. There's
off.
a bunch, bro.
Oh, I
There's
didn't see
hella.
those. I was gonna say, yeah, I was like, that one didn't really seem like anything for
Yeah, there's
WWE.
hella merch that they had. It just kind of looks like generic ass Travis Scott merch.
I was also gonna say though, but it's probably not even Travis Scott. Like, there's a whole team behind that. You know, like I don't think
Maybe.
Travis Scott is really sitting down for Cactus Jack
Well, yeah,
and
duh.
so
Who the
that's
fuck thinks
no,
that?
but that's what I'm
Who
saying.
the
Like,
fuck really
so
thinks
for
Travis Scott is sitting
WWE, I
there?
don't think he probably like
Well, fucking duh. You
designed
really think
anything.
that he's like in the meeting, like, okay, guys, so we gotta put Stone Cold on the back, and
Yeah,
like, no,
he
bro.
was like,
Clearly,
do Stone Cold on the back,
nobody thinks Travis Scott
do
designed
flipping
that,
off.
bro.
I think he did actually. Now that
Oh
you're
my
saying
god,
it,
you're fucking stupid, bro.
I actually think
No
it.
one in their right mind was like, oh my god, Travis Scott sat down on his MacBook and designed this for
Bro,
hours.
he probably did. It probably
This
took him
motherfucker tried to be like,
hours.
it's a design team. No fucking duh, bro. What else would it be, bro? You really think Travis Scott has time to do that?
Probably he probably does sit down at like his office desk, and then
You're
he's
so
like,
stupid. What else you
I
got?
gotta do the
Your two
Steve
topics.
Austin. I already said
Oh
him.
my god. All right, for sure. Kid Super just had his event from a fucking vape.
Yeah, that's fire.
That collab is cool. Bunch of cool shoes, a bunch of cool clothes.
That was a cool little talk he had after where he was like, I went from like he was 15, he said. He was
Screen
caught
printing
screen
fake vape
printing fake babe,
to
and
screen
he's
printing
like,
fake
"There's
vape.
videos of me out there." Yeah, to screen printing again, fake babe. I guess a little more official, but still not official. Kind of just like the merch at the
I
event.
think like when you think of a collab and stuff, like see that's a person that's actually designing his collab.
Yeah. No,
You
yeah, and
know,
that it
like
was
that's a
a
person that's
sick,
actually sitting there just like
and
he's
even the
not
little party after. It sucks like
even though
it
people were fucking
not
annoying the shit out of
listening.
him.
Yeah.
That's fucked, bro. If people are coming into my fucking event and like that's maybe a little narcissistic, but they're not even paying attention to anything. They're just
Well, it's because like
yapping.
at the end of the day, like it's not. You gotta realize it's not people that care for
Yeah, they're
him.
just
Like it's just
industry
there
people,
for
huh?
yeah
They're like, oh, okay, I'll go to this Kid Super event,
event. I
whoever
don't
that
give a
is.
fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah, who the fuck's
whoever
Kid
Kid
Super?
Super, Bape invited me, so I'll go. I'll go
Yeah,
get a free drink or two.
yeah, whatever. Yeah, open bar,
I saw fucking Soul Street. Soul Street was there. Shout out Soul Street.
Soul Street.
He's a reseller. He's
Oh,
like a
okay,
big reseller in New York and shit. It's cool to see him. They do like fucking like these raffle streams, you know? Like you go
okay.
on there and you can like pay like $20, and then if your name gets drawn, you get to choose like a prize or whatever, you know. So yeah, shout out Soul Street. And then
Shout
like
out
when
Soul Street.
Complex did their whole documentary, he was like one of the main like people in the documentary too. I remember back in the day, he'd be like, "This is my phone number. If you guys want anything from the Supreme store or from anything that was dropping in New York, like text me your size and we'll lock it in for you."
No,
Like
what the fuck?
you dead ass would text him like, "I need this, whatever." Okay, it's this much. You'd send it to him, and then he'd get you back and be like, "Ah, I got your piece. Like,
Did you
what's
ever
your
text him?
address?" Yeah, I had his number, and like I bought like my Supreme lamp that I have is from him. Like a couple
Oh,
things too.
sick.
Yeah, he's legit. Shout out Soul Street. And I saw him in the video. He was right there smiling, like taking the video. He was like one of the only people listening. So
It's
shout out
crazy that
him.
it was like a different time back then when like phones actually, that really came out because like you could actually trust people. Like if you think about it, like Craigslist back then was like a website you could trust. Now you go to Craigslist now and it's like a rapey ass.
I've never
Like,
even been to Craigslist, bro. That's
well,
that's
Craigslist
crazy.
is like KSL for like everyone.
Who the fuck is Craig?
I don't know. I actually
I
don't know how
don't
Craigslist
even
came
know
to
who
be.
Craig is, bro.
Craig, please let us know in the comments
I'm
who you are.
excited for the Kid Super collab. I'm not gonna buy anything. That shit's expensive as fuck. I'm
Man,
excited
I
to.
would, but I probably won't.
Yeah, that
I
shit's
want
cool.
to. Kid
I
Super
mean, we
is
talked about it a
sick.
long time ago. I didn't even know it wasn't dropping yet. I mean, he leaked it pretty early, you know.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, he
Kai and Ray
did leak
wore
it
it,
for
did the
that shit
photo
was
shoot.
fire.
That was cool. And then now the official images. It drops this Saturday, which is 2 days from now, which was 2 weeks ago for
Two
you
weeks
guys.
ago.
So
Yeah.
it already dropped. It dropped on the 19th.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's out now and everything. So yeah, sorry if you guys missed it. Um,
But that
our
shit was
our
fire.
episodes are filmed in advance, so we
Sometimes, yeah.
yeah, we sometimes our news is just a little bit behind, but it's actually on time. You guys just see it.
Well, the funny thing is, we'll talk about something that's trending, and then it'll pop up again. Sometimes, like when
It
we drop,
retrends.
it retrends.
It retrends.
It reeks.
There was another thing
Re
that was like
rocks.
we talked about it and then it just barely. I don't know if it was a Kid Super thing or something else.
There's been a few things. The Kid Super, the Bape thing has been trending a lot lately. The like, did Nico steal the whole Bape idea?
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
That was one of
The owner
them.
of Fucked like came back out and was like, for those of you who don't know, some guy came out and said, "Oh, the Negro still Bape," and then he gave like references of why he thinks Negro still Bape, and it basically is Fucked and forgot the other fucking brand.
Extra large.
Yeah, extra large. They did a collab, and on that collab was like bathing ape esque pieces, and Nigo was there taking photos and shit. And then he left, and then later on, Nigo started a brand that looks just like the collab that Fucked did with extra large. But anyway, the guy from Fuck came out and said, "I don't have ill will towards Nigo. I think he's he's doing it good, whatever, whatever." But like, there's no way that he didn't like we didn't pioneer the whole
The
Planet
Planet
of
of
the
the
Apes
Apes.
shit. Like, definitely is a rip or whatever. But he's like back in the day, like there wasn't that many streetwear brands, and like Japan was very enamored with the American culture. So like, I don't take it as like a diss that he stole my ideas. I take it more as like a good thing. Like if he didn't care about my brand and he didn't like he if he wasn't giving me my props, he wouldn't have stole that or whatever. You know, like
Yeah.
I guess that's a good way of looking at it. And also like if he would have came out and been like, yeah, Bape stole all my ideas. I'm the reason Bape is alive. It would have made him look hella corny.
Yeah, I was gonna say that if he did come that way, it would have been like,
And in the
all right.
comments, people were always like, "This guy always fucking trying to say people stole his shit and blah blah blah." So like, I feel like he already has that like corny vibe, you know? And like,
Yeah. I mean, it's a good way to come out, I guess, about it. At the end of the day, I mean, there's no real reason to say anything about it anymore. It's been fucking over what 40 years, like so.
you should have said that a long time ago, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, 20 to 15 years, you know. But fucking, fuck, I was gonna say, fuck, what the fuck
It's
was
crazy
it?
that that one guy knew that story though. Like, how do you
Yeah.
even know it? How do you even like get to know that
Well, that's how
story?
we were saying last time. Like, he probably got like connected. He just has like a really good connection.
That's a
Someone
crazy like random story to
locked
just know.
in. You gotta. That's probably like a story like the guy who knows the owner of Stussy or whatever, the creator of Stussy. Like, You talk to his best friend, and his best friend tells you like all his stories or whatever. Probably something like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy though to be like, damn, Nigo took that. That is true too though. Like Japanese culture always loves our shit, and they take it and then like futuristic, like make it futuristic, like do a quick cool little spin off of it.
It's crazy to think like the amount of pull and draw Nego has though.
Yeah, well, yeah, everybody knows the name Nigo. I feel
And
like,
everyone like wants to be like Nego wants. You know what I mean? Like it's
yeah,
like yeah, it's crazy to see the amount of draw that he has.
I think Pharrell kind of has that same amount of draw. Like everybody knows who Pharrell is, like in any what way or form. Because it's like Pharrell was like on The Voice, like on regular TV. So it's like if you saw
But
regular
they came up at
TV,
the
it's
same
like
time.
yeah, that too, like
These
around the
people like
same time.
nowadays you don't really have that much like unless you're Travis Scott. People like you go onto the street and you ask somebody like, "Can you point out Ken Carson in this photo?"
Yeah, they don't know.
They would just pick up
I wouldn't even be
the
able
gayest
to.
looking one, you
The
know.
gayest black guy, gayest looking black guy.
You didn't have to take it the next
I
level.
know, I
I ended off
know.
nice, and
Hey, you're mad earlier, so I was
just
like,
took
I
it
should
to the
make him
next level,
smile.
bro.
I like seeing you smile, bro. So
Yeah, I feel like I said, I couldn't. I really could not like pick him out in a photo of all of the YBL or whatever.
yeah,
What is even YBL now? Like,
young. What does it
they're
stand
trying to
for?
be like young stoner life,
Something like
young
that.
slime
They
life.
all they all want to be something like
They all
that.
want to be young thug, huh?
I feel like it was a trend for a while having like
Yeah,
your
pray.
clique, because like even like Lil Durk had his little clique thing. What was it?
OTF,
OTF, only the
and
fam.
then
Um,
only the fans,
only the fam.
and then
Lil Baby had his
yeah, full 4PF.
4PF. And
And the
then
Migos had theirs.
what was Migos?
Migos,
Oh, oh, okay.
they had theirs.
Shoreline Mafia,
Yeah.
OTX.
Uh huh. It's
Let's
all these
see.
O's, huh?
O
O's and P's and F's and
and
fours
S is
and
the
Y's
slime
and
life.
Y's and L's and S's.
Speaking of YSL,
YSL Steel
YSL Steel,
back at it again.
I got it again, but this time in a questionable case.
Is it questionable?
I don't know if we can
At
defend.
what point is it?
I don't know if YSL Steel can be YSL anymore.
At what point is it like? Do you draw the line of okay, this is this guy's job, and okay, this is immoral?
Well, it's his job.
Wouldn't some people say him defending Young Thug after Young Thug killing all these people and putting hits on people and this and that and blah 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 blah?
Hey,
Wouldn't but I'm just saying I'm not saying Young Thug did all that. He's free. He's free, so he didn't do all that.
hey,
But all I'm saying is wouldn't the argument there be it was immoral for him to also defend Young Thug? And not only that, he's defending all these other rappers that people are saying that.
hey, when it comes to killing people and touching people's buttholes,
Killing people is cool.
killing people's cool, bro. They're dead. But
Mm.
touching people's buttholes and letting them go,
Damn.
that is not cool, brother.
All right.
You can't be doing that. You can't be loosening people's buttholes up and then just kicking them out into the
And then
streets,
fucking sending them free.
sending them home. Yeah, no, you can't do that. At the same time, yes, you're right. In the moral standard, YSL Steel can say no at any moment, at any given moment.
It's
But
like what Seth Rollins said on Monday Night Raw this weekend. This week he said, "Favors are a choice, Roman." Okay, so
do not.
doing that's a choice.
Yeah, it is a
What's
choice.
the bag, bro? What's Diddy
But
paying
that's what I
him?
was gonna say. You have to realize. Then again, it is his job. And if you're one of the best lawyers for all these musicians, hip hop artists, and you're just turning them down because of what the case is, you're losing all this money out. So at the end of the day, you have to realize if you were in his situation, you're taking the fucking case.
I'm not saying I'm
No,
gonna,
I'm not saying you. I know, I
you
know.
know.
I'm just saying in general.
Yeah.
Like in the line, like any regular person is saying yes, regardless of what the
Hmm.
case is. Like it's got to be over
I'm telling you,
five
at
mil
some point you just
bag.
gotta be like, this is my job.
It's over 5 mil bag. And so,
I'm sure He's already paid off with the Young Thug thing,
bro, and you got to realize
and then
that's
someone said that he's
that's
like
one case that he got
the
limelight
modern day
for.
like
Like,
Cochran or whatever, the guy that got off
oh,
OJ.
yeah.
Yeah, people were saying he's the modern day him.
You have to
He's a modern
realize
day
that.
Maharaja, bro.
Well, that's why like the Kardashians are only famous because their dad. because their dad was one of the lawyers for the O.J. Simpson
Yeah.
case.
And then they got big booties,
And then
and
they
that's
got big booties.
and then that's what made them more famous.
And then their other dad became a
Oh my
transgender.
god, bro! Fuck. Damn, that's a crazy life to live.
What a
Why are you
crazy fuck.
famous? My dad freed OJ. I got plastic surgery, and then my other dad became a woman.
And then, dude, the crazy thing is that Caitlyn Jenner was Kris Jenner, and he was like a gold Olympic medalist. And so, like after that, it
Wait, wasn't he
all
a racer? Like a
like
car
a
racer or
no, he
something?
was like a runner or
Oh,
something.
I thought he was
He
like a
did
car.
some.
Like I thought he did like racing on like cars.
No, he did the Olympics, some like running or some shit. But then all that goes away because you change gender. So it's like you died.
You know what I think you'd be good at?
I'm so.
The pole vault, bro. Cause you're like pretty strong. So like I
I
feel
don't know
like
if I could
hitting
do
like the
that.
juke and
Yeah,
then
we gotta be
jumping
like
over like the
light.
yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
and like I
that
don't
shit's
know.
scary, game. The
I don't
pole
think
goes
I
in
could
your
do that,
ass,
bro.
bro.
That's what I'm saying.
You're
Like
like
it just like that shit goes right
you're
in.
like
You're dead, bro. I hope I die.
that's yeah, that's kind of scary. Did you ever do track or anything?
No,
No.
no. I did
Soccer
wrestling,
in school?
soccer,
Did you do any?
soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Of course you did. You fucking beaner.
yeah. You're the weird beaner, so you couldn't do
Yeah,
soccer.
I was I tried out and I definitely did not make the team.
You pulled up in like a vest or some shit. I don't know. I was trying to
What does
roast
that
you,
have to
but
do?
I was trying to
Yeah,
roast
I'm
you.
like, what?
I was trying to roast
Roasting
you,
vests out here is
but
crazy. Did you see the Coachella news?
no. What
People are
happened for
upset over
Coachella?
the food, the prices. Like it was like two tacos for $25.
Bro, y'all
It
gotta
was
realize
like
like that's what that festival
it was
is.
like reheated McChickens for $15. That ass.
Like that's what
Like,
Coachella is now. Like Coachella is just like
and
a
then did you see 60% of the people that bought Coachella tickets use Afterpay?
yeah,
So
because it's super
that
fucking expensive.
yeah, but like okay, you're right there, right? It's really
But
expensive,
you gotta realize this
but
generation also has no like money kind of responsibility or
okay,
awareness.
you're right. Okay, so it's expensive. People don't have money nowadays, right? So what the fuck is making you think like it's okay for me to financially fucking like motherfuckers are doing afterpay to pay for their meals nowadays, bro.
Bro,
They're
I saw
$10
that
pho.
DoorDash is offering that Klarna and Afterpay shit now. That is actually absolutely insane,
So
bro.
like at some point, bro, you just gotta realize like us, bro. I want to go to Cali for my birthday this weekend,
Yeah,
but I also gotta pay rent
yeah.
next weekend. You know. So at some point, you gotta be financially responsible, and at some point, you gotta realize like, is the picture on the gram with like a fucking Ferris wheel in the back really worth like fucking having to pay this for the next 8 months? You know what I mean? Like it's like realistically, bro. At some point, as humans, we should say like
Yeah, but
buying all this new shit or going like the flex isn't worth it.
look, I agree with what you're saying here. I 100% am on your side and believe what you're saying.
I know it's never gonna happen.
But what you also have to realize is the way you think of life and look at life is like you have a delayed gratification because you know that if you put this off now, later the payout might be way better. Another thing is you have a lot more goals and stuff where you know that your life is going to be way more enjoyable in the future as long as you continue to push and work. Where a lot of these other people where are making these smart decisions are enjoying life now in the moment, have no real future like goals or anything where they're like, okay, I should not do this. So it's like for them, it's like a now or never type of thing, you know. Where with you, it's like, don't do it now; it's gonna come back later.
Hmm.
So I think that's the other thing because at the end of the day,
And I'm all for having fun, bro. I'm all for. I don't give one fuck.
no, yeah,
I'm not paying y'all bills. You guys go and do that shit, right? I'm all for that. But also at the end of the day, yo, like you're gonna come back home and then you're gonna have to fuck. You
be
can't buy
broke
toilet
as
paper,
fuck.
bro, at
Can't put
Costco.
gas in,
You
like,
know, like clearly you couldn't even buy the ticket. So like,
yeah,
all I'm saying, bro, is like if you don't, well, what's that thing? They're like, if you can't buy this 3 times, then like,
don't,
don't buy it. You know,
yeah.
like it's like realistically, like I get it. Everyone wants to go see this mid lineup at Coachella, and
That's the other thing.
you know,
Coachella is one of the nowadays,
it's the
now in
worst,
our
honestly.
generation, is the wackest festival
It
ever.
always has been though, because I remember like when I first heard of Coachella, it was like a girl from high school that was like rich as fuck, and then she's like, "Oh, I'm going to Coachella this weekend," and I was like, "No fucking way!" Like, and I was like barely getting into Tyler Creator. He dropped Cherry Bomb. I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh, Tyler Creator's gonna be there." She's like, "Who's Tyler the Creator?"
Well,
And then she shows
even
me in the lineup, and it was like the
whack.
fucking the Flintstones and the fucking, you know what I mean? Like
I
a
think like
fucking ADHD and shit. Like it
The
was like the
first few
weirdest.
Coachellas were good, and then like after it just became like a Valley Girl kind of like.
It's kind of like Kilby Court Block Party
Yeah,
on a bigger level. I feel
yeah.
like
Well, that's yeah. It's for
because
all
there's
like the
not one artist at
weird.
Kilby Court Block Parties that I'm like, oh my god. Other than Zach Ivy, there's not one artist that I'm like, bro, I need to go see them. There's legit like all of them are just kind of
Yeah, but
like
there's
fucking
always
bands. Like I don't fucking listen to bands. I don't listen to fucking
yeah, but it's like
electronica or whatever their name
but
is.
there's a crowd for it. That's why.
There is. I'm saying personally, me,
Yeah.
I wouldn't go there.
No,
But like,
yeah.
let's say like
But the thing with like Kilby
we had like
Court,
a Rolling Loud esque like what they try to do with Hive Music Festival.
yeah,
That is when I would go to, but they're fucking taxing.
yeah.
It was like what $400 to get in, and then that like half of the artists didn't even show
They
up.
never showed up.
Like
Yeah.
Shoreline Mafia didn't even pull up. Like Suicide Boys didn't
Well,
pull
that's
up
the
or
other
some
thing.
shit.
Well, it's like those festivals are always a mess, you know, because it's hard to get all these artists to show up on time. You got to pay
Bro, it's hard for us to
everybody.
fucking try to throw an event. We have 6 different brands, let
Yeah.
alone
But that's
imagine
the other
six
thing
hundred
too is
artists.
like it's not even like if you're not a dedicated coordinator or event planner type of deal, like good luck. You know, if you have 6, 7 different people trying to run the boat and you're not there's not a captain,
It's just
like
sinking, bro.
yeah, good luck. Like if everyone's trying to be in charge or no one wants to be in charge, it's like bro, you guys are fucked. Like so, I mean, at the end of the day, if you want to be an event coordinator, you gotta realize you gotta be a leader. You gotta be in charge. You gotta
I'd be able to deal with all these personalities and shit.
yeah, and you gotta just put your foot down. Like that's the real big thing at the end of the day. So yeah,
Yes,
just be
when yes is yes and no is no, you know.
yeah, yes, yes is yes and no is no. You know,
But
but
yeah, Coachella was crazy. One of the cool things that came out of Coachella though was Vetmonts was doing tattoos.
oh yeah, I was gonna bring that up.
That's cool.
That's cool as fuck.
Coachella Vetmonts tattoos. I mean, if you're a Vetmonts person, I mean, I don't really remember people wearing Vetmonts anymore. Back in the day, yes, you would see it a lot. You would see a lot of Vetmonts. Now, I don't
But
really
that's
see it.
like I think that's the whole point too, though, is because you're like, oh, free tattoo. Like, how many people are not gonna pass up a free tattoo?
Yeah, especially like you're already there. It's the vibe. It's like
Yeah,
fuck
and
it,
so
you
it's
know.
like then now you're stuck with this brand on you, and you're like, you know what, I might as well check this out. Like, and so now you kind of have
I mean, are
to.
you getting just a free tattoo that you don't know what it is? Like, are you getting a? You don't know what Vetmont is really.
I'm not, but there's people.
Okay, I was like, are you
There,
gonna
I'm
go?
not, but there is
I am not
people.
gonna get a
You
tattoo. Like,
like we said, like
like let's
it.
say cough syrup was there. Like,
No, obviously, but like you gotta realize, like it's the same thing. Like we said, if you can't afford it, but you're still gonna do it, you know, it's the same thing. Like you don't know what it is, but it's free. You're still gonna take it. Like you gotta realize, like
that's crazy though. Where do you tattoo from? And then you're like, oh, I was at Coachella and they were giving free tattoos at this booth.
but yeah, that but you
And it
don't.
says Venomance on it now. Now I
But
have a Venomance tattoo.
to you that doesn't mean anything. But that's the whole like experience right there.
I was like,
What you
oh,
just said right there is the whole reason someone would do it.
I
I
was
was
at
at
Coachella
Coachella.
and now I have a
That
Venomance
was the
tattoo.
vibe. Vitamins free tattoo. I don't know what it is, but it was Coachella. Like you, as you're saying it, like that's literally what they would say.
I was
Like
making fun of
yeah,
that.
no, like so.
I was at Coachella with my friends, and I just paid $72 for a cheesesteak, and then I got a Venomance
And I got a
tattoo
free
while I was waiting for
tattoo.
my cheesesteak. That's what I
Yeah.
meant. And then we went on the Ferris wheel. Look at the photo. That's literally what I imagined, bro.
But
Fucking Venomance.
yeah, I mean it's good marketing though, because now people are forced to check your stuff out. I mean,
I mean, we're talking about it right now,
yeah,
so that's cool. I wish I knew a tattoo artist friend
I have a
and
few.
free hoodlum tattoos. Yeah, but then I had to pay the tattoo artist and then
Yeah, but you do like easy like
one-liners.
one-liners. Yeah, easy one-liners.
Easy
Give them
little,
a
just an
cool,
H or something.
cool. Give them a cool little three
Two bands.
hundred,
Chase a little two bands.
yeah, two cool 2, 300, and like let him like 10 to 15 tattoos. You know, then be like
Yeah,
you're done. Like after that, like it's not bad. But then
that
again,
that's
like
true. Yeah, because like how long is that? Maybe 20, 30 minutes per tattoo. So like
no,
15 tattoos would be like
15 to 20. Like
okay.
for a good simple like one-liner like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that, yeah.
20 minutes, let's say.
Like yeah,
But 15
20 minutes.
people,
Yeah,
that's some good amount of people right there.
yeah.
Like
It's like
the line's gonna always look like it's popping.
yeah.
Why the fuck does this shit keep falling off?
Doesn't
Holy,
want to be on there. It's a thick ass hoodie all of a sudden.
holy shit! I
Supreme's
always use these
thickest
hoodies.
hoodie.
What the fuck is going on, man?
Supreme's thickest hoodie.
Now it's like rubbing my chin like it's a ball sack. I don't like it.
You would know what ball sacks rubbing on your chin feel like,
It's like a
huh?
ball sack. It's like that's like like I imagine
The
you have a little ball sack on your chin.
you like when I rub my chin against yours?
I like it when we cuddle together
Yeah.
and then you stick your dick in my asshole.
What the fuck? I did not think you were gonna say
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
You're like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, motherfucking Vetmont. Yeah, I don't know.
Let's say, hold on. Okay.
So, what's your opinion on companies? You know, we talked about it with New Era trying to make clothes. You know, what's your opinion with companies trying to make different stuff outside of their average fucking their um
Spit it out, bud.
outside of their regular
The regular.
yeah.
The regular what?
I don't know, like if Uno one day dropped like a fucking
Dose.
no, like if Uno one day dropped like candy, would you
Tres.
be like, oh shit,
They drop
the
Tres
Uno candies?
candies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of those stress candies.
Well, Tres candy.
The first one was funny. The second time, not as
No,
funny.
no, it's good. Oh, okay. No, I think like that was the worst example ever because I want to go with what you're saying, but I think it's cool. Like at the end of the day, I think brands realize you have to branch out
Realize.
in order to stay
You know what I'm
relevant.
talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. In order to stay relevant, you kind of have to do more things. Especially like if you've been a company that's been established for many
Oh,
years.
we didn't talk about paraphernalia. Paraphernalia.
If you've been like a company that's been established for many years, and you've been doing the same thing over and over again, you know what Einstein said? Insanity is uh is the process of doing the same things over and over
He
again
didn't
and
say that. He
expecting
didn't say
change.
that.
Expecting change. And
He didn't
so
say
like
that.
Einstein said, like even these companies know they took the great Einstein quote and they're like, we gotta change it up. So sometimes brands have to change it up in order to stay relevant.
Mm.
So it's like Minecraft collaborating with McDonald's.
I think what it takes, and like we see with like WWE and shit,
What does it take?
the old heads have to like get taken out of power for like these brands to start doing new shit. Cause like if Vince McMahon was still running WWE right now, bro, I
Yeah,
don't think it would be in the boom that maybe, but it would not be in the boom like
yeah,
that it's in the five big booms
yeah,
that it's in right now. I feel like Triple H taking over and bringing people like Andrew Schultz and stuff like that and trying to incorporate,
yeah.
I think that, like I
What?
said, it takes for these big people to like not be in these companies anymore for them to actually start change. Because I feel like some of these people are like stubborn and they're stuck on like their old ways.
What? Sorry, I was doing the WWE White chat. Yeah, no, they definitely are stuck like on their old ways. Like, yeah, old heads when they get stuck in power, they just stick to what they know. It's like that you can't teach an old dog new tricks or whatever.
Literally.
Like,
But I think it's cool. Motherfucking Heinz came out and made some grills. Some
okay,
Heinz grills. It goes on one tooth, the
yeah,
little side tooth that you use to open the packets with.
yeah,
There's one that is red for ketchup. There's one that's yellow for mustard,
and it's
and then
just like
there's
an
one that have
empty one.
diamonds. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's sick.
So
I think Heinz is cool. I think for Heinz, it's like
at first I thought you would put the packet in there and then you rip it,
it
but
was
then
just
I
like
realized that it's actually just a filled gem.
it's just promo. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh fuck. So if they drop these grills, I'm buying one,
Are you actually?
putting it right here.
Shut up.
Nah, I don't know. It's probably expensive, but
I don't think
I
this
don't think
is
they're
stuff.
dropping it. I think it's just
I
cool,
was gonna say I don't think the stuff that they're gonna drop. I think
Like
as
the
a brand,
CEO just pulls up and
they're
he's
just
like,
being playful, like with their advertisements and how they
"What if it's just
get
AI?"
reach. It could be AI too, but like at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what it is. But it's just like it's what they're doing this so they can market to everybody. Like
They're
now
like,
they're
"Look,
like,
black people can buy Heinz too." Sorry.
yeah. So I think like you think black people are the only ones that can wear grills?
I'm sorry, bro.
No, but I think Heinz. You think black people are the only ones that can wear grills? All right, yeah, but I think like Heinz is killing it. What the fuck? No, like you gotta, yeah. Heinz is doing their thing to be able to reach out to everybody. You know, the people that wear grills, the people that rock big rims or the
Hmm.
big chains, or do drugs.
People that have wetbacks.
People that have wetbacks. But yeah, I don't think it's stuff they're selling. It's just all marketing. Shit to make people be like, oh look, Heinz is.
I
They're
think the brand that
cool.
started that shit was Liquid Death.
Was it?
We're going back to it. Liquid Death, give
You
us a
think so?
sponsorship. They did like the next level marketing strats. I feel like
Yeah,
for a while.
for
Like,
water.
well, I mean, yeah, especially for water. Like the stuff they do for water
No,
is
because you said for a while, and so I said for a
no,
water.
but for real, though.
No, yeah, I know,
The stuff they
but
do for water, like bro, they're selling
it's
fucking water.
insane. Yeah,
But like the fact that their brand is, bro, if they would have just came out and fucking made their water in plastic water bottles and just
yeah.
been like not called it Liquid Death,
I
it would have
th-
not sold, bro.
that's also what I
Everybody
was
would
gonna
have bought the
say. Like
fucking
they also
Fanta
took
water.
like water that's like life, and then named it death. So, like that's
It's all
another.
marketing.
Yeah, it's all like
Everything about Liquid Death, the
it's just
reason their
smart.
brand works is because their marketing team works.
Yeah.
Everything about Liquid Death is marketing. The fact that they put their stuff in a can and Liquid Death is the death to plastic.
Damn, bro.
It's I know you're being fucking stupid right now,
No,
but
I'm being dead ass.
legitimately, like everything Liquid
No,
Death does
legitimately.
is their marketing team. They're selling fucking water, bro, and like the fact that they can make water cool,
Yeah, like have hype behind their name.
it's fucking water, bro.
People save their cans.
That's
Like,
why motherfuckers be trying to act like their brand is so fucking like next level and shit. Like,
God
bro,
damn it, we're back
liquid
here.
Liquid Death is selling water, bro, and they, you know what I mean? Like Liquid Death is selling fucking water.
Bro, it's all marketing at the end of the day. Like, if you don't have good marketing, don't expect your brand to be
You
anything.
can have fucking the coolest brand in the world, but
If you can't market it,
literally
it's
it's
not
not,
shit.
bro. No one's gonna know about your shit.
If you don't have cool advertisements,
If you don't got big ass signs that say In and Out in the yellow and red, then nobody's gonna go to your restaurant. We love
yeah.
you guys. Thank you for fucking watching episode 72.
Strip clubs don't advertise,
And yeah, Gooba's still in them every week.
and I'm in there every night.
He's in there like swimwear.